Have you been watching the videos on these meetings, these so-called town hall meetings? Isn't this fun? And we commented on this earlier in the week, watching the all-white, yes, all-white, all over 60, all formerly middle class, most retired, recipients of Social Security, Medicare, government-guaranteed retirement packages, and all of a sudden they're coming out of the ether. Right? And they're freaking out. What's the matter, boys and girls? Wasn't that vote against the Kenyan in the White House? Wasn't it good enough? Did you think you're going to vote for Republicans for free? That it wasn't going to cost you just about everything you'd counted on? Wow. I think we have one soundbite that we'll play for you. It has to do with Paul Ryan in Kenosha, Wisconsin. But it's really something to watch. I want to think to myself that these white people are having a massive awakening, like in Cocoon or something, like in the film. All of a sudden they're, But it's, that's not what's going on. What's happening is they are understanding the term or the word betrayal. It is so sad, in a way. It is so sad to see all these poor, misguided white people who have been led so far into Crazyville by sociopaths like Beck and Hannity and Palin and Bachman and Ryan and Limbaugh, the usual gang. So far into it's astonishing how willing these white folks were to buy into the garbage. Yeah, they're going to get all those people on welfare. They're going to get those trillions of dollars in foreign aid that we spend every year. Oh, it must be trillions. I think it's trillions. All those welfare recipients. Oh, damn them. Guess what, boys and girls? The Republicans in Congress don't vote your interests. They'll tell you any lie they can come up with to get into power. You don't get it yet? The Republicans in the House and the Senate are paid whores for corporate America. No offense to real sex workers. That's all they are. Don't you get it yet? You people can't be this stupid. You're starting to go terminal with this stupidity. Do you honestly believe that Paul Ryan or the rest of these people are interested in, we got to cut the debt. Well, we've got to do this and we got to do that for our constituents back home. Are you kidding? You still believe that, don't you? Oh, you poor misguided dolt. Paul Ryan and the rest of the Republican Party, House and Senate, and probably 95% of the Democratic Party, you don't get it yet, do you? They don't work for you. They don't represent you. Oh, my God. You are just the means to an end, you fool. You traipse into the little voting booth, and you push the little thingy, and you mark this and you mark that, and your vote might be counted, and it might not. If you vote Republican, it probably is, and whoop-de-doo, your boy wins. Now, let me ask you something. When your boy, and in some cases your girl, when they go to Washington, D.C., whose interests are they going to represent? Yours? Is that what's going on right now? I wonder if you people are ever going to get it. I thought the dumbest suckers in America were the religious right. members of the religious right, all the time. Well, this candidate's going to stop abortion and make all the queers disappear and, yada, 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 and put Jesus back in the schools and put prayer in the marketplace and yada, 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 yada. Whatever the religious right wanted to hear, these right-wing Republicans were willing to say, of course. Oh, yes, we're going to have an amendment. Constitutional amendment mandates prayer in the public schools. We're going to get rid of the Muslims, going to get rid of the gay folks, going to get rid of, marriage is between a man and a woman. No more abortion, no more this, no more women. And the poor nutballs and the religious right bought it year after year after year. And, of course, nothing happened. And now this. All these poor white people, you saw them during the 2008 campaign. And during the 2010 off-year elections, you saw them, the Teabaggers, oh my God, with their misspelled signs and their pictures of Obama looking like Hitler and on and on and on. There they are. Oh yeah, we can't have this guy born in Kenya. I mean, he's not even an American. Look at his skin. How does it feel, you morons? How does it feel? You feeling a little trapped right now, are you? Huh? Do you think these Republicans are going to listen to you just because you're farting and wheezing and yelling in these town hall meetings? Do you really think that Paul Ryan had to get a police escort today to get the hell out of his meeting yesterday? Yeah, he had to get the cops. And he was in front of the Friendlies. And this crazy bastard down in Florida, what's his name, Kathy? Alan West or something? He gets screamed down. All these Republicans are going back to the home district. Well, hi, everybody. You betrayed us. What? You betrayed us. Man, it's just... But... here's what you have to realize, normal people. The Republican white voter might feel betrayed right now, but not to worry, because the corporations, the capitalists, since Citizens United, are cranking at the machines, the direct mail, the robocalls, the lies, the TV commercials. And nobody knows who's running these, of course. The Koch brothers, the usual gang of sons of bitches. But they're telling people, no, that's not true. Are you going to believe your eyes, your lying eyes, or are you going to listen to our television commercial? No, Congressman Nazi Man did not vote to dismantle Social Security. Where did you get that idea? He didn't vote to privatize Medicare. Who told you that? Don't worry about it. This is how it works. This veneer, this pretend democracy, this pretend representative government. I mean, what the hell? I'm a white Republican. I voted for my candidate. He is now a member of the House of Representatives. What do you mean he's not going to do what I voted for him to do? Oh, please, are you that stupid? So no matter what your member of Congress does, it doesn't make any difference. Capitalist, corporate America will fill the airwaves with the most sweet-sounding lies. Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. He didn't vote to take away your Medicare. He doesn't want to privatize Social Security. No, what are you talking about? He didn't vote for tax breaks for the wealthy. He didn't vote to continue to gouge you and treat you like something stuck to the bottom of the shoe. Where in the world did you hear that? So as you watch these ridiculous town hall meetings now where middle-aged white people are starting to come out of the ether, notice the cops, notice the security that is now provided. And those of us who still have a brain, like you, like me, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this. But they don't listen. They don't listen. Oh, my God. We have a little piece of sound here that only runs less than a minute. Tom Murray, a reporter for TMJ Channel 4 in Kenosha, Wisconsin, describes the latest Paul Ryan heckling event, this time at a town hall in Kenosha, where he had to leave out the back door with a police escort to escape the grannies. The grannies and Nikes and carrying sticks and clubs chasing his car.
We had an interview set up with Congressman Paul Ryan at the end of his appearance here at Gateway Technical College in Kenosha, but that was scrapped over a security concern.
Oh.
Congressman Ryan left here in a different car than he arrived in over concerns about protesters who were gathered outside. These are the protesters who waited for Congressman Paul Ryan outside Kenosha Gateway Technical College.
I have children and grandchildren, and it will directly affect them.
And keep the commitments that have been made to people, especially those who've been retiring.
Inside, a capacity crowd for this listening session.
Do not renew the Bush tax credit for the wealthy.
Oh! This man who disagrees with Ryan gave his phone number out in front of everyone.
I'll debate these points anytime with you. Just call me. My number's 262.
At times, Ryan sounded more like a referee than a lawmaker.
If you're yelling, I just want to ask you to leave. If you're just going to scream out like that, it's just not polite to everybody. I mean, look, we got media here. Let's prove these people that Wisconsinites can be cordial with one another.
While we were watching the congressman speak, we're told protesters outside surrounded his vehicle. So he followed police advice and left out another entrance. Ryan just called me to explain what happened.
There were just definitely some loud hecklers who came that gave the police a little concern. I left in another car with the police, and my car, some people did surround it, but they didn't cause any problems, and I had a snapper who grabbed my car, drove it, and we had really no problems.
Yeah.
And Ryan is insisting to me tonight that his hurried, unplanned exit was really not that big of a deal. We can tell you that Ryan also says that the crowds he's been seeing here today at 4 different stops are much larger than he is used to.
Oh.
In fact, at least 2 of the stops, the fire marshal ordered local law enforcement to turn people away because there were so many people inside.
Well, imagine that.
I think my favorite part is when he's urging everyone to be cordial and polite, and not ask tough questions while he just guts Medicare, continues to give tax cuts to the wealthiest 1% of Americans, and decides that, everybody over 55 is going to get a voucher that's going to cost them thousands more a year, but don't raise your voice. Why are you angry?
We will we'll have more as time goes on here. And I mean, immediately, probably tomorrow, probably next week, as the Republican representatives go home to their districts, and the people, the white people who put them in office, are utterly and absolutely enraged because they're starting to realize what normal people realized 2 years ago, that the whole teabag movement was about mass economic suicide. That's all it is. That's all it was designed to be. And on the first go-around, the teabag candidates managed to lie and BS their way into public office. They managed to convince the terminally brain-dead white people to put them in office, and the white people did. Because, they're sick of having black people stealing all the money. And who's the Kenyan in the White House? You know the rap. It's so old, there's no point even going down that racist crap again. But the whole teabag movement is solidly racist, down to its very goddamn bottom. It's totally racist. So, what about Alan West, Mike? He's a black man. Well, there's a bit of a hedge there because he really sounded like a psycho. He was really going to go up there and do damage to the other black man in the White House. So the white suckers in Fort Lauderdale or wherever, whatever his district is, they say, well, yeah, he might be a Negro, but maybe we better jump on this boy's bandwagon. He sounds tough. And now they're finding out that a Republican, it doesn't make any difference the skin color. You morons, a Republican is going to cut your white throats anyway. It can be a black Republican, a white Republican, a green one. It doesn't make any difference, you morons. They don't work for you. What is so difficult in getting that into your heads? They work for corporate America. You are the means to an end. You put them in office. Now, let's see you try to pry them out. Jerks.